let's just start with introducing the players, by the way. So,
Yeah, sure.
uh, since I'm talking anyway, I'll start. So, in the top right corner of the map, which is where I'm looking, it is the Terran player, of course, Dutch player Vincent or Optimus from AT Gaming.
And his opponent in the red colors, it is going to be Fear from EC Visualize. Both teams have a white logo, so I expect things to be pretty balanced.
That's a good. Yep, lots of white in their logos. Okay, so about the do interrupt me if anything funny happens though. But so the team league format works as follows. So you got teams. They sign up for the team league, and they need to consist of at least 5 players, and a maximum of 10, I believe. And then whenever two teams meet, when they play a match, the match is best of 5. So it means the first team to win 5 games wins the match. And these games are played as follows. They are not in the all-kill format, so it's not possible for one player to take out the entire other team. What the teams need to do is specify beforehand which of their 5 players will play in the first 4 matches. And you could ask, why do we need 5 players for 4 matches? That's because the third match in any series is a 2v2 game. We'd like to spice things up at the StarCraft League. I have to close the window, by the way. Just one sec.
Yeah, sure. In the
There we go.
meantime,
No more downstairs neighbor engine. Okay. So what happens in a team game or a team match like this one is that first you got 2 players from each team duking it out against each other. One of them wins, of course. Then we got another one of those 1v1 games, and then the third game, which of course always needs to be played in a best of 5, is a 2v2. So we are going to see a 2v2 today as well. And then if needed, there will be another 2 1v1s after that. And for the 5th game in a series, if it comes to that, both teams can send out any player they like, including a player that has already played. So that is our format for the team league.
pretty exciting. I think the 2v2 match in the middle of the series mixes up stuff quite a bit. I don't know of any other team competition that has this. And sometimes it can really bring the team back into the game. We've seen this happen in the live finals last year with Knights Gaming, where they were able to pretty much win an almost lost series if it was only 1v1. Kind of a... Well, we did see Fear lose the probe right now, but not really big of a deal because he was locked out of the base anyways because of these 2 supply depots on the ramp. Expansion going up, so a very standard repair opening. Let's see if there are any additional probes out on the map for Fear. Looks like not. Sometimes what Protoss players do, they wait for the Reaper to pop out, cross the map, and then they bring the probe that is being hidden somewhere on the opponent half of the map to scout the main base while the reactor is building, because the Terran has no way to respond. But this is not the case, as Fear was too eager with his scouting, wanted to see if there is a gas before barracks or double gas or any kind of shenanigans going on. So for now, he knows these are not going to be Widow Mines and nor Hellions, nor any of the sort, so he's going to be feeling pretty safe.
Alright.
Second barracks being built, probably a tech lab will be slammed onto that very shortly. Still only 1 gas for Optimus, and it's been a slow opening for Fear as well, who opened with a single gas into an expansion nexus and then took his second one. I'm kind of expecting it's actually already there, the robo to come up, so a very safe opening. We've seen Hearthstone open this way recently quite a lot. It's very safe, and it's also flexible. Until you see a Forge or a Twilight or a Robo Bacon down, you can really do any number of these things.
Oh, the Reaper gets in. It's for the second time.
Wow, that's good for Optimus. He sees the Robo, he sees the Forge, so he probably knows this is going to be a Colossus play, unless there is a Twilight coming down very soon. But I don't think this is going to be the case. I think this is really going to be just very standard Colossus play into +1 armor, blink, +1 attack. And
I've got a question for you, Bell. Why is Optimus putting missile turrets in his mineral line, or the natural at least?
I think this is just a standard safe play, because sometimes what Protosses do, they open like this with a Robo, completely normal, and then they proxy a Stargate somewhere out on the map. So I think this is just a precaution against just such a thing.
Okay.
Because, you know, he didn't see any Twilight Council, he didn't see DT Shrines going up or any of the sorts, so... And besides, it's a little bit too early for DTs anyways. Well, now it's okay, like 7:30, it's a good time for DT to start walking down your base, but those turrets have been up way before then.
Alright, okay. So here comes the starport for Optimus as well. So, judging by his composition, I think he's going to go for medevacs to support this bio armor that's currently pushing out. But it's pushing out before medevacs are out, actually.
Yeah, it is. He's going to put on a little bit of pressure and then wait for those medevacs to come in. This can be a risky move, however, because if the Protoss is expecting this, which most Protosses are by now, then you can lose a lot of this force due to force fields. And given the fact that
still, you know, looking at Fierce base right now, he got 2 Stalkers, a Sentry, and a Zealot. I mean, that's not going to hold up against all of this, right?
You know, there are 2 force fields available. The thing is he going to get them down just right? No, he's not.
Oh,
Mothership Core gets sniped the first thing in the morning. Sentry is the next on the list, but a force field saves her. But a lot of probes are going to go down. Oh my god, he's targeting down the Robo facility. No Colossus for you for the next 3 minutes. Very unfortunate for Fear. Optimus does lose a lot of his army though, but yeah, as you said, this has been worth it because Fear is only on 3 gateways and he can't push with this.
Wow. Well, that was like a clutch decision from Optimus to go for that Robo, because say if he wouldn't have got it, that would have been terrible. He would have lost his entire army and basically not do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, at that point he had to kill that Robo. Because, as you said, without that army, even one Colossus with gateway support could just outright kill him with a counter-attack. As it is, though, he has drop capability. There are no Colossi on the field. It's going to be very difficult here for Fear to defend this.
Yep. Alright.
He does see those.
He doesn't... Oh, of course he does. He's got an observer right there, so... Alright. Units coming into position, but... with medevac support, this is tough.
Pros are being pulled off the line as well. Fear realizes the danger of this very, very well. And I think he pulled the probes not because he could not defend with his gateway units, but because he doesn't want to lose his gateway units. You know, he just lost his Robo. That's 200 gas he no longer has. He has only 1 sentry. He's really light on gas because he wants to more than likely transition into something else, possibly High Templars and Storm. On the other side of things, we have a 3rd command center going up here for Optimus. He's constantly producing medevacs, trying to buy time, and then he'll start with the Vikings. Oh, another exposed building. The Robo Bay may go down. The range is not finished for the Colossus.
Oh my god.
This is disastrous for the Protoss player, and he gets away as well.
And another drop at the top.
Oh, this one is going to start targeting down the probes. But fortunately the medevac has been taken out. Marauders will be taken care of as well. The second medevac is completely empty, yeah, but Fear is in a very tough spot. Armory coming up, which means 2-2 will be started once the +1 armor finishes, and I'm already starting to look for a transition into a Ghost Academy once the 3rd base is complete. In the meantime, all of this is buying Optimus just enough time to start his Viking production. Given the fact he delayed Colossus production for such a long time, there's only 1 Colossus with no range on the field.
And another drop comes in at the top, so this is going to be, again, a Fear having to move his entire army inside of his main base. And maybe the drop can just split after it kills 1 pylon.
Oh, that's
like, whoa.
Nice bring forward, but the Stalkers are going to pay the price. 1 medevac goes down, 2nd one survives. Still a very worthwhile trade for Optimus. He's got another force to the south of the natural. I think he should kind of consider stop pushing so hard into the Protoss player. I mean, these drops are fine, but he has to be careful not to be losing too many medevacs. He only has 1 starport, and he is going to need those medevacs. He only has 3 right now.
Yeah, and he's making Vikings now to deal with the
exactly.
Alright, so, yeah, you're right. And the Fear has rebuilt the robotics base, so while he did go into Immortal production for a little while there, he's now resumed Colossus production.
And he's getting Storm as well.
Ah.
He's getting Storm. He's like, screw this, I'm not going to try to go Colossus. You'll have Vikings by now, I'm sure of that. Right. So let me just transition. That's the reason why I was looking for the Ghost Academy to come down. And as I say it, it is started in the main base right next to the armory. Third Nexus is going up as well for Fear. He's trying to control the space with his Stalkers. Has to be careful about that. Loses one before he blinks away. Third base is up for the Terran player as well. I think Optimus is in a very good position here. Right now what he really needs to do is slam down additional barracks and start cranking out units. Oh, that was a very narrow escape there. Yeah.
Definitely.
But once he slams down like 3 additional barracks, because look at his minerals, they're above 500, and there we go, 2 additional barracks. I wouldn't mind 3 coming down. All he needs to do is just not slip on his macro, and he is going to shoot up in supplies so far ahead so quickly. He's gonna have Ghosts, he's gonna have Vikings, and he should have better production than the Protoss player.
Right, definitely. He's now on 6 gateways and a robo facility, right? The Protoss player.
Yeah. 7 gates.
Oh, 7 gates.
That is correct.
Alright.
You can already see the difference in supply, 148, 50 to 160. There is roughly a 15 to 20 supply difference at various points in time.
Well, Fear is kind of keeping up, though. I mean,
yeah.
Now they're actually even.
Yeah, the thing is, we have charge finished, we have 1-1 upgrades. The Terran has an upgrade advantage by 2 upgrades. This is the thing, when you lose so much gas, you can't go into those upgrades as fast as you would have liked. No doubt Fear wanted to go with a double forge off of that 1-1, but...
Ooh, medevac! Whoa. Medevac went down at the bottom where Fear is now pushing out.
Oh yeah. Well, this is a little bit unfortunate here for Optimus, because he should have been up in supply by now, not down in supply. He should have been pushing, not holding back like this. I mean, yeah, attacking into this third is a little bit problematic. It's a pretty good defensible position, but with the Colossus on the high ground and the Storms,
yeah, and
I
so
don't
many
know.
Zealots against these Maraud and this
Exactly.
heavy army.
Well, we have a couple of mines there and bunkers to help defend, but still it's going to be tricky for Optimus here.
Yeah. I mean, these mines need very good shots. Actually, they can get some great shots off, actually.
Whoa! That second storm just ripped those Marines apart, but look how many Marauders still remaining. The Zealots are gone, Stalkers are pretty much dead at this point, lest they get away.
Wow.
Fear lost a lot to this.
He lost basically 100 supply worth of units.
Yeah, Optimus finally up in supply by almost 40, and he is going to counterattack right now. He knows he killed every single AoE damage unit.
Yeah. Here we go, Ghosts attacking some Zealots here. Oh no, the Ghost!
Oh, he cloaks at the last second! That was so nice! Saving the Ghost. Way to go, Optimus.
Wow, okay, so Fear now warping in as many units as he can because he knows there's going to be a counter push.
Yeah, he knows. And this is the moment where the lack of Colossus range is going to really hurt him in terms of defense.
He still doesn't have it, no.
No, he just kind of forgot. I think he thinks it finished, but it didn't. Oh, this is not looking good. Kind of a whiffed storm to the top. But Optimus needs a good angle. He cannot leave his army bunched up because this happens. The EMPs have not gone off, and this is going to be a closer fight than it necessarily should have been for Optimus here, as he has to kite back, but he's still doing a pretty good job. Those Marauders are still alive. Medevacs will be going down. They are all out of energy anyways, but still enough infantry here to finish this off. If he focuses down the Archon, which he should, he can prolong this fight for a very, very, very long time. Just has to be careful about those medevacs. Yeah, nice micro there from Optimus pulling those back. Avoiding the Archon splash damage. Loses one in the end and loses the remainder of the army, but here are the reinforcements.
Yeah, definitely. There's a stream coming up now, and as Optimus sends out reinforcements, he's going to take his 4th base. So securing this economy lead that, well, actually, right now he doesn't have an economy lead, right? They're both on 3 bases, and actually, Fear has a probe lead, harvester lead, but with his 4th base and the mulage that will give Optimus, he will definitely be ahead in the economic department.
Yeah, I think the biggest disparity is in the army supply. We have 48 for the Protoss and 74 for the Terran player. I think Optimus is just going to try to build up his strength, his army strength a little bit more, and then go and push out again. Look at how many Widow Mines he's fielding with this army. He's practically forgotten all about the Vikings. He has only 4 Only 4 Vikings, but a lot of ghosts, and that's important because ghosts for the Terran players, they can really make the Protoss' day walk through hell. Not only do they pretty much nullify your HTs, but they also take out the shields from the Zealots, coupled with the Widow Mines. If a very bad engagement happens for the Protoss player, we could see the Zealots just evaporate in a blink of an eye.
True, but again, okay, so +2 armor just finishes for Fear. He is keeping up in supply pretty well. He has his 4th base up as well. So I would say he is doing pretty well. He's got lots of Templar around the map as well. So,
He's got 5 High Templars.
Oh, they're all bunched up though.
Yeah, they're all bunched up. If
Here
he keeps them clumped up like this, he's not going to be having a good time. I really like the fact that he's trying to send out multiple DTs out on the map to cause as much economic damage as possible. The 4th is exposed to this tactic as well, because there are no missile turrets, but a scan solves that problem, and the PF is going to kill the DT. And now the DT made it to the natural, or the 3rd base, but that gets sniped by the ghosts. Nice effort though. All in all, considering all that has happened, Fear killed only 12 SCVs, and Optimus killed only 2 probes, which is surprising.
Oh, there's a drop in the bottom left corner. The 4th base of Fear, but it's gonna get taken. Oh, actually, the full Medivac nearly got taken out.
Wow, no Blink Stalkers to help with this one. They are all bunched up in the center of the map. And we have a War Prism heading for the main base. This could be problematic for the Terran player if he's not expecting this.
Yep, it's always tough if you got units up in your production facilities, picking off your reinforcements as they pop out.
Look at this one Archon chasing the Medivac. Oh! And he gets it.
Ooh.
Alright, so what's it going to be? 4 DTs in a War Prism. I don't know if this is the best course of action. I mean, yeah, Fear does have a lot of bank, but still, 4 DTs, they don't necessarily have to do the damage you think they'll do. And it's a big investment. What's even more interesting is the nuke. That's yeah, it's been
2
queued
nukes,
up.
actually.
Yeah, 2 nukes are being produced, and 1 is already available. So
Alright.
this will be interesting.
War Prism already doing damage. Oh, he nearly took out the reactor, but then he changed his mind and switches to the starport. Not getting that one either. Okay, War Prism goes down. Nothing has actually gone down so far from this attack.
But the 4th base just very well may.
Ooh.
The SCVs are trying their hardest to repair, but yeah, it goes on. Storms on the SCVs and then his own Zealots. Unfortunately, he didn't kill very many. The storms came just too late. Recalls out of there immediately. I don't know what's the deal with that. Maybe he did not want to have his escape route cut off. But yeah, he took out the 4th base. So right now, Fear is in a good position against Optimus. I think Optimus had a chance to close out the game, and he just kind of missed his opportunity there for a moment.
Sure, but I don't think this hurts Optimus too much, actually, because he's replacing that command center right away. He didn't lose too many SCVs. Lots of them got damaged by the storms, but none of them, or not many of them, actually died.
Well, those DTs killed a bunch more, so actually he lost 15 more SCVs to that.
But this army is very scary now.
Those ghosts, man.
The Harvester difference. It means the army of Optimus is now much stronger than that of Fear.
Yeah, I think it is, just because of the ghosts and the Widow Mines.
Oh!
Look at those snipes. Look at those
Lots of
snipes.
But great storm going down as well.
Yeah, but he's eliminated most of the flanking Templars. There are 2 more, but he's going to see them with the Vikings. He needs to get rid of those 2 top Templars right away.
Oh, he doesn't see them. Oh, now he does. EMP goes down. Oh, but there's still 2 more Dark Templar hacking away at his army.
Yeah, he needs to back away a little bit. Widowmine's doing a good job as well, but Fear is holding on very, very, very well. I'm surprised no nukes have gone down. I think it's because of the cannons. What Optimus was trying to do there was to scan and auto-kill all the observers with the Vikings, and then let the ghosts do their work, but because of the cannons he was not able to get into a safe position with them, and now he'll have to wait for the energy on the ghosts to recuperate a little bit, while Fear is on the counter-attack. He's taking the high ground. No, he reconsiders, he goes back down, tries to form an arc, defensive nuke going down. And Fear backs away for a little moment. I think he'll move to the high ground now. There's another ghost there. Immediately cloaks. Nuke's being cancelled.
Alright, again, nukes cancelled. That's an expensive defense.
Yeah, it is, but kind of necessary at that point, I think. Optimus was not ready. Another nuke going down at the 4th.
This is definitely not defensive. And there's actually a lot of probes idling around exactly the point where this nuke is gonna land.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh man. Oh man. 18? 18? He just killed 18 probes with a single nuke. That's what I call cost effective.
Wow. Nearly got a couple of Templar as well.
Yeah, almost. Most of them survived though.
Oh, that one nuke there. Oh, that one ghost, I mean. Still got.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that?
Another one at the 3rd.
Huh?
But that one was killed off. That
Yeah, the ghost
one
got killed
was
right away by a Tempest.
yeah. But you know, at least Optimus knows there are Tempests now. Yeah, huge engagement here. The Vikings are being stormed, recall being forced. Oh, Fear is going to have a lot of trouble engaging this army. I don't know if making Tempest is the right call. Maybe he is trolling a little bit here.
Alright.
Not the best unit choice, I'd say. And he's going back to Colossus production. Still doesn't have range.
Oh man. Yeah, he definitely didn't notice it by now. This is not a he doesn't have it. He doesn't not have it by choice. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Exactly. Oh, and two Colossi will get picked off in the center of the map. Oh my goodness, that's really unlucky. Very bad position for Fear to engage. He loses 2 Archons and 2 Colossi, pretty much for free. Optimus is pushing in hard.
And all the Stalkers going down. This might be it. This might be the push that pushes Fear over the edge. But now comes all the Tempests are taking lots of damage from the Vikings, actually going down right away. So that was a very expensive investment that didn't do anything for Fear.
And still a lot of ghosts remaining on the field. They do get stormed to shits, however, but they still do survive. Those medevacs out-healed the storms. Nukes going down to the north. Another storm coming down from the bottom. Ghosts are still alive. There aren't any observers around. The ghosts can finish the game, and they do. Nuke lands as the GG is called 1-0 for Optimus from AT Gaming.